I'm not on mute, am I? That was the top 3 words of 2020, wasn't it? You're on mute. You may be seated. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the College of Education and Health Professions Spring 2021 Commencement Exercise. Before we begin our ceremony today, I invite you to stand again for our national anthem, sung by the University of Arkansas's very own Schola Cantorum.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare amongst the stinging air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now please continue to stand and join Schola Cantorum in singing the alma mater of the university. The words are included in the commencement program. Now, please be seated. Thank you. I am Brian Primack, the Dean of the College of Education and Health Professions, and it is my honor to welcome all of you to the 2021 spring graduation. At this ceremony, we'll be recognizing our graduates majoring in nursing, communication sciences and disorders, career and technical education, childhood education, educational studies, elementary education, English education, social studies education, and special education. It goes without saying that this will be different from a usual graduation ceremony. But I am proud of our community for what we are doing. We are still coming together, even during these challenging times, to recognize the tremendous accomplishments of you, our graduates. But we are also doing it keeping in mind the health and safety of each other. Therefore, I thank you in advance for following all the posted guidelines. This includes keeping our masks on. Hopefully you have one that demonstrates your Razorback pride like I do. It also includes please staying in your seats. Professional photos will be available, so you don't have to worry about getting that perfect angle. It also includes following the flow of traffic that will be demonstrated by our ushers and staying appropriately distanced. Now, I'd like to acknowledge some key individuals. First, we have a number of university officials here. I ask them to please stand and remain standing until everyone is introduced. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Assistant Dean, Dr. Steve Ditmore. Assistant Dean, Dr. Loetus McNeil. Director of the Eleanor Mann School of Nursing and Billingsley Endowed Chair, Dr. Susan Patton. Department Head of Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Ed Bankston. Our faculty marshals, Dr. Tom Smith, Dr. Christine Ralston, Dr. Renee Spate, Dr. Hope Ballantyne, Dr. Kimberly Frazier, and Dr. Rachel Glade. Our event volunteers from our Boyer Center for Student Services. And last, but certainly not least, our Commencement Committee, Dr. Kate Mamiseshvili, Denise Bignar, Brandon Weston, and Elizabeth McKinley. Now, please give these awesome individuals a round of applause. You may be seated. We also have with us our senior scholars. Our senior scholars exemplify extraordinary levels of scholarship, achieving a perfect 4.0 grade point average, or all A's in all of their classes. They will be recognized as their degrees are awarded. But I ask you all to please stand now and be recognized by our audience. You may be seated. Thank you all for joining me in congratulating these individuals. Now, every year we have a message for our graduates from our esteemed faculty, delivered by our College Council chairperson. Please turn your attention to the video monitor for this video message from Dr. Gemma Samaro Rodriguez.
Hello, my name is Gemma Zamaro, and I am the Chair of College Council. I am here today in representation of all the faculty in the College of Education and Health Professions. As your faculty, we want to say that we are really proud of you and the caring professions that you have chosen. Many congratulations in this amazing accomplishment. We realize how hard this journey might have been with the challenges imposed on us by the current pandemic. But if we have learned one thing this year, I think it's the fact of how important the caring professions in our college are. So many congratulations. Today, I also wanted to share with you a story about my mom. A year ago, in April 2020, my mom got COVID, and she got really bad, so she had to go to the hospital. One of the days in the hospital was especially hard. Her tests were not looking good. We didn't get the news we were hoping for, and she was feeling really down. One of her nurses in the hospital left this message for her in her bed. It reads, "Un día más es un día menos," which in English translates into "one more day is one day less." You cannot imagine how important this small act of kindness was for my mom and for all of us, really. She got the strength, she started recovering soon after this message, and she's now fully recovered. So today, we couldn't be prouder of you and the caring professions that you have chosen. As your faculty, we hope you go into the world and you share your knowledge and you share your care, but especially share those little acts of kindness. They can really make a difference.
Thank you, Dr. Samaro, for that inspirational message. Now, I would like to recognize one family who is here with us today. Tragically, their daughter passed away earlier this year and was a student in our College of Education and Health Professions. I would like to ask Todd Frank, father of Catherine Emma Frank, to please come forward to receive Catherine's Bachelor of Sciences and Arts in University Studies diploma. Catherine was a first-year student in our pre-nursing program from Rogers, Arkansas. Let us all show our support and appreciation for Catherine's family for being here to honor her. Now I'd like to mention that we have our first graduate of our Empower program in the College of Educational and Health Professions. Empower is a post-secondary, 4-year transition certificate program with 3 goals. 1, to provide a college experience. 2, to enhance independence. And 3, to increase the employability of our students. Congratulations to Nick Lang, our first graduate. Before we conclude with the presentation of your diplomas, I have just one piece of advice for all of you. It is based on something originally said by Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. It has been helpful to me many times during this challenging past year, and I believe it will be helpful to all of you as you start on the next stage in your life journey. The words he said are these: if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. Just keep going. You are all entering different fields. We are a diverse college that trains people in many different areas, but there is a common thread. Whether you have just trained to be a teacher, a different type of educator, a communication disorders specialist, or a nurse, the common thread is that you are focusing your work on one of the caring professions, the fields where you go out there every day and work directly with people to make their lives better. So many days, you're all going to have the opportunity to run or even to fly. You'll be in your groove, proud, effective, and making the world a better place. But as the last year has taught us, not everything goes according to plan. And that's especially the case when you work directly in human service. So give yourself a break and let yourself have those days when you can only walk or even just crawl. However, as Dr. King teaches us, just keep going. And you will soon be back to running and flying. With that said, let's now present the diplomas. Faculty marshals, will you please begin to escort our graduates for the presentation of their diplomas? We will be recognizing students who are receiving their degree of Bachelor of Arts in Teaching, Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Science as members of the 2021 graduating class. As you cross the stage and then leave the arena, know that you will all be missed and forever a University of Arkansas graduate. Congratulations to you all.
Nicholas Lang.
Certificate awarded by Dr. Tom Smith.
Byron DeHarlow. Michaela Fitz. Connor Lee Huey. Kinsley Hurt.
Kendra Adele Trandom. Josie Vaughn.
Mackenzie Anderson. Kinley Brianne Barnes. Brittany Renee Bells. Caroline Buchel. Kaylin Tara Campbell. Natalie Senaceros. Karen Roque Diaz. Olivia Marie Dickinson. Kendall Aaron Fuller. Ashley Holder. Alyssa Lynn Lemon. Kathleen Lonquist.
Courtney Nicole Martin. Megan McClement. Emily Nicole McCrawdon. Shay McEwen. Mary Claire Patton. Lauren Elizabeth Pullman. Christine Porter. Jordan Rancudo Dannenhauer. Sarah Clayton Reddick. Sarah Reed. Sylvia Jaylene Reyes. Stephanie Rodriguez. Sarah Scheffler. Hannah Laree Simmons. Samantha Lee Smith. Julia Spooner. Grace Stone. Cameron Suki. Audrey Walker. Madeline Alexandra White. Emma Woodrow.
Brittany Ann Brazel. John Thomas Tinsley Clay. Caitlin Cook. Kirsten Crowder. Lauren Rose Duvall. Mackenzie Lee Eaton. Erica Elise Ernst. Jaden Adkins Fellner. Ryan Graziani. Chelsea Gross. Scarlett Hazel. Drew Higgins. Holly Hill. Corey McKenna Hudson. Jasmine Lee Istri. Abby Jotz. Anna Elizabeth Johnston. Emma Stefana Kettner. Hallie Reagan Mackenzie Lynch.
Luke McDaniel. Caroline Mooney. Katie O'Hagan. Shelby Leanne Owens. Kaylin Payne. Emily Annette Petrie. Shelby Pickle. Lauren Nicole Sands. Taylor Caesar. Mackenzie Christine Self. Cassidy Renee Shaw. Emily Strang. Carly Erin Tallman. Cassidy Aubrey-Ann Taylor. Alexandria Barbara Teeple. Taylor Wall. Madeline Elizabeth Williams. Georgia C. Roberts.
Sydney Marie Belt. Caroline Irons.
Kylie Stancliffe.
Missy Blue. Hannah Kathleen Broadstreet. Colleen Elizabeth Castari. Grace Clark. Peyton Cooper. Nyla Dahlberg. Maggie Geppinger. Erin Hamaker. Rebecca Dale Holland. Allison K. Humes.
Lauren Elizabeth Murphy. Peyton Elizabeth Olson. Blaine Osborne.
Helen Suzanne Brown. Haley Glenn. Virginia Claire Henry. Trinetta LeMay.
Olivia Mocha. Bethany Elise Stafford. Savannah Nicole Wagner.
Riley Ann Atkins. Ashton Burdon. Anne Marie Biddick. Emily Brewer. Carolyn Grace Brinkley. Caitlin Bumpus. Robin Burnett Lancaster. Kaylee Brooke Carver. Sarah Elizabeth Clark. Callie Page Davis. Mackenzie Dela Cruz. Caroline Doyle. Julia Eggleton. Foster Elizabeth Ellis. Reagan Faulkner. Kaylee Fender. Caitlin Bree Fields. Madison Nell Fontenot. Eliza Fulton. Alexa Goodwin. Chelsea Elizabeth Greeton. Krista Griffith. Anna Groves. Peyton Harbert. Madison Elise Houseworth. Lane Ashton Humphreys. Emily Johnson. Gwyneth Jones. Kristen Marie Keene, Anna Elizabeth Crisman, Cindy Landeros, Madison Claire Laval, Madeline Lake Lawrence, Taylor Elise Ledford, Erin Lemons, Lauren Elizabeth Lynch,
Hannah Louise Maestri, Monica Michaela Malik, Rebecca Lynn Mallory, Jamie Elizabeth McCarty, Reagan Sue-Ann Moore, Catherine Motherwell, Emily Elizabeth Myers, Jesse O'Brien, Anna Claire Oliver, Allison Peters, Chloe Putnam, Annie Rolfe, Daly Stark Satterfield, Hallie Ruth Scharf, Abby Snavely, Genevieve Streeter, J.C. Strunk, Cameron Sturgeon, Sarah Elizabeth Thompson, Janitza Toyos, Brittany T. Tran, Kathleen Paulsgrove, Emily Vergara, Lucille Louise Voloto, Kristen Walter, Claire Wood, Benjamin Wright,
Allison Elizabeth Exepeter, Lindsay Brooke Anderson, Isabella Lane Arkins, Kelsey Ann Bauman, Hannah Elise Boley, Savannah Broughton, Jordan Kate Browning, Sarah Burford, Hannah Grace Butler, Mackenzie Diane Cannon, Tanatra Carr, Kayla Renee Carter, Jocelyn Elise Clark, Grace Ann Clemens, Maggie Renee Klein, Sarah Elizabeth Claunch, Jenna Clower, Ann Hankins, Lindsay Nicole Cook, Caroline Anna Crawford, Caitlin Daniel, Danielle Davis. Holly Elizabeth Detton. Mallory Grace Doty. Alexis Ann Doyle. Reed Edwards. Grant Edwards. Annie Rebecca Ellerman. Kylie Ellis. Elizabeth Enjabus. Grady Andrew Ezel. Teresa Ferger. Lauren Nicole Garcia. Emily Garlington. Olivia Grace Garlington. McKenna Gribble. Natasha Hendricks. Amanda Herman. Paxton Christine Herod. Lindsay Hettish. Angela DeRee Hill. Gianna Maria Hogan. Megan Leanne Hostetter. Haley Jinnan. Amanda Lee Johnson. Crystal C. Johnson. Brittany Jones. Paige Nicole Kearns. Madison Knapp. Candace Michelle Koki. Michaela Koenig. Vivian Kudice. Abigail Larkin. Margot Levitt. Cameron LaFan. Catherine Elizabeth Lurcher. Alexis Llewellyn. Rebecca Marie Loritz. Madeline Lowe. Ariel Lukey.
Allie Rhodes Marotti. Benjamin Allen Marples. Jessica A. Greeton. Callie Margaret Matinchak. Marissa Bailey McDaniel. Abigail McDonald. Madeline McMakin. Corinne Menz. Mary Claire Meredith. Allison Elizabeth Miriani. Nicola Moore. Maha Shakil Muhajir. Grace Kathleen Murphy. Meredith Lindsay Myers. Farah Grace Nadiri. Madison K. Noble. Olivia Catherine Ogier. Nicole Barbara Pappas. Evan Joseph Peak, Haley Pettit, Gene Edward Pike Jr., Briley Danielle Kornstrom, Elise Randalls, Anna Elizabeth Ray, Allison K. Reeves, Kelly Capistrano Shamili Ribeiro, Lindsay Nicole Reisinger, Addison Robinette, Renee Marie Rosinski, Hunter Lee Rawson, Lauren Nicole Sawyer, Rachel Shearman, Casey Schmitz, Talia Gemma Seppi, Lincoln Maxwell Shaw, Mary Maxwell Shepherd, Ariana Schimmel, Ben Siu, Annie Smith, Remington Rose Smith, Jonathan Bradley Spikes, Kelsey Steed, Georgia Ray Stevens, Nicole Strapman, Sydney Summers, Carly Elizabeth Torres, Elizabeth Bennett Towns, Haley Ann Tremmel, Veronica Vandermolen, Cameron Elizabeth Watson, Jessica Tracy Weiss, Bridget Rochelle Wells, James Wheeler, Kirsten Whitnaw, Jasmine Yakel, Emma Zobel, Carrie Elizabeth King,
Cameron M. Hughes,
Dean Primack.
Even though we have a thinning crowd, I'd like to thank you all for attending. And on behalf of the College of Education and Health Professions, congratulations one more time to our 2021 graduates.